Hello, this is RJ Deacon reading the Supreme Court of the United States opinion syllabus in United States versus VAELLO Madero, certiorari to the United States Court of Appeals for the First Circuit. Argued November 9th, 2021. Decided April 21st, 2022. If you'd like to support the podcast, please stay tuned to the end of the podcast. The Territory Clause of the United States Constitution, which states that Congress may make all needful rules and regulations respecting the territory belonging to the United States, that's Article 4, Section 3, Clause 2, affords Congress broad authority to legislate with respect to U.S. territories. In exercising that authority, Congress has long maintained different federal tax and benefits programs for residents of territories than for residents of the 50 states. For example, residents of Puerto Rico are typically exempt from most federal income, gift, estate, and excise taxes. Here's some sites there. But just as not every federal tax extends to residents of Puerto Rico, so too not every federal benefits program extends to residents of Puerto Rico. One such benefits program is Supplemental Security Income, SSI, which by statute applies only to residents of the 50 states and the District of Columbia. So 42 U.S.C. Section 1382 C, A, 1, Cap B, I. The question presented is whether the equal protection component of the Fifth Amendment's Due Process Clause requires Congress to make supplemental security income benefits available to residents of Puerto Rico to the same extent that Congress makes those benefits available to residents of the states. Here, Respondent Jose Luis Vaello Madero received SSI benefits while he was a resident of New York. He then moved to Puerto Rico, where he was no longer eligible to receive those benefits. Unaware of Vaello Madero's new residence, the government continued to pay him SSI benefits. The government eventually sued Vaello Madero to recover those errant payments, which totaled more than $28,000. In response, Vaello Madero invoked the Constitution, arguing that Congress's exclusion of residents of Puerto Rico from the SSI program violated the equal protection component of the Fifth Amendment's Due Process Clause. The District Court and the Court of Appeals agreed. The Supreme Court held decision is reversed, and Justice Kavanaugh delivered the opinion of the court, and it's about one paragraph long. Supreme Court held, the Constitution does not require Congress to extend SSI benefits to residents of Puerto Rico. In Califano versus Torres and Harris versus Rosario, the court applied the deferential rational basis test to uphold Congress's decision not to extend certain federal benefits to Puerto Rico, noting that because Congress chose to treat residents of Puerto Rico differently from residents of states for purposes of tax laws, it could do the same for benefits programs. Those two precedents dictate the result here. Congress's decision to exempt Puerto Rico's residents from most federal income, gift, estate, and excise taxes supplies a rational basis for likewise distinguishing residents of Puerto Rico from residents of the states for purposes of the SSI benefits program. Vaello Madero's contrary position would usher in potentially far-reaching consequences with serious implications for Puerto Rican people and the Puerto Rican economy. The Constitution does not require that extreme outcome. The decision below is reversed. Justice Kavanaugh delivered the opinion of the court, in which Chief Justice Roberts and Justices Thomas, Breyer, Alito, Kagan, Gorsuch, and Barrett joined. Justice Thomas and Justice Gorsuch filed concurring opinions. Justice Sotomayor filed a dissenting opinion. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to support me, please find the PayPal link in the show notes or get a hold of me at roadsscholar80@gmail.com. That's ROADS, like the truck driving roads, and the number 80.